This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UNLV's offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Working the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Williams will pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
UNLV 7, Colorado 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having a little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Williams looking for a man. Going for the big play. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
UNLV 7, Colorado 0.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd.
On the set.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out? Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him in?
Lost one deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bucks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He leaves it with his back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. What a cut. Now he's loose. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Takes the grab at the 10. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. His defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Missed it, no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. He got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Rebels! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Motion from the back. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quick completion on the out route. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They boot it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams will pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Barney. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry-up. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, UNLV. Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. And I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Fires left, and they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Rebels offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Porter. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that. on the QB sneak on 4th down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. Lining up to add another. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Colorado! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Number 16.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Grab behind the line. It's Foley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Finds his man. It's Foley. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
35. Colorado. 14.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Williams will pass. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 times.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg.
On the option.
Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just keeps moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Number 16.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're facing a third down. Williams looking for a man. Punch it out of the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. That's now 100 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll go with a direct snap. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down and brings up 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this